Terrence's skills speak for themselves, but it's just we know that the weight is taking a lot out of Earl as well.
Do you have Terence as #1 pound for pound?
I got him as #2 behind Canelo.
Wow. You have Canelo #1.
Yeah, I think.
Not Inoue.
No.
Even though Canelo lost to Bivol.
Yeah, but Canelo's just going up different weight classes and just daring to be great. So,
but Crawford did that too. I know not as many weight classes.
Yeah, but like you said, not as many.
So what do you have? Canelo, Crawford.
I got Canelo, Crawford, Fury. Yeah.
Tommy. Just kidding. I'm kidding. That was a joke. Wow, Fury. So not Usyk, who went up in weight. And not Inoue. I thought it was a 2-horse race.
Anyway.
You know Inoue, right?
Yeah, of course.
He's the man.
Nah, he's good.
You're not impressed?
Only thing about
based on the opponents? The opponents aren't?
The only thing about it is I like Inoue.
Yeah.
I respect his game. But I don't know a lot of people that he fought, to be honest.
Right.
Like,
upset of a lifetime? Nah, it wasn't an upset. The people that really know boxing knew that it was a good fight. It depended on what kind of fight that Bud fought. And he fought the fight that he needed to fight to win.
Is that how you expected it to go?
Bud can do anything. He can listen. He's undisputed. What? 3 times?
3 times undisputed.
Listen, don't put nothing past Bud. Don't put nothing past Bud. He can do everything.
So, shockingly, before Crawford fought Canelo Alvarez, there was only one person on earth that I knew who said Canelo was still pound for pound #1 over Crawford, and that was Devin Haney. Just to be clear, the clip you guys heard of Devin Haney, that was following Crawford smoking Errol Spence and Canelo Alvarez getting smoked by Bivol. Even then, Devin Haney said, in his eyes, Canelo is still #1 pound for pound, even after old media already moved from that narrative. You guys heard Ariel Helwani, who's not even a boxing expert. He had to check Devin and tell him, really, nobody says Canelo is still #1 pound for pound anymore. They say it's Crawford, it's like unanimous, and if anything, they say Inoue or Usyk. Nobody says Canelo anymore. But Devin Haney disagreed with him. Devin Haney was standing on business alone, stating that Canelo is pound for pound #1 over Crawford still, no matter what, even if he lost to Bivol, so what? Well, that was Devin Haney's stand, till Crawford ended up calling out Canelo Alvarez to fight. That's when automatically Devin Haney shockingly picked Crawford to beat Canelo, even though Crawford was a welterweight and Canelo obviously is a super middleweight. And I was scratching my head thinking, whatever happened to Canelo being pound for pound over Crawford? You guys have to realize Devin Haney been arguing with me on that subject since 2022, claiming that Canelo is pound for pound #1. So that was very shocking. Until I heard Bud reveal it was Bill Haney that planted the idea of him to move up 3 weight classes to fight Canelo because Bill told him, you can do it. That's where it got worse, because I will actually call Bill Haney to argue with him over this subject, the pound for pound #1 subject, questioning why Devin Haney feels the way he does about Canelo Alvarez, even though Canelo created the franchise belt that he keeps complaining about. When it came to Lomachenko, Canelo tested positive for PEDs. Canelo avoids all the black fighters, blah, 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 blah. And Bill will tell me he's still young. He doesn't know any better. And he's just following what the public say. And that's when I told Bill, okay, well, you come on the show, on my show, Split Decision, and clear the air. But then when Bill Haney will come on my show and I ask him the same question, who's pound for pound #1, Bill said, I don't want to answer the question. You guys know me, and if you guys saw the interviews, y'all know I'm going to dig the answer out of you. But Bill wouldn't have it. And that's the moment I realized that all of the fighters on the coincidental list are terrified of not Canelo, but of Canelo Alvarez fans. they are shaking in their boots. I mean, you guys be the judge. What can possibly put that much fear in Devin and Bill Haney's heart to the point where Bill is telling Crawford, you can move up 3 weight classes to beat Canelo? But he won't say on my show that Crawford is the pound for pound number 1. Where is that fear come from? The Canelo Alvarez fans. Sometimes I do wonder if they feared God the way they feared Canelo Alvarez fans. I'm telling you, they will be some of the most holy people on earth. They will have their VIP tickets for heaven. That goes to all the fighters in the game. I mean, it really shocked me when Bill Haney, a person that I'm talking to on the phone, and we having conversation about how they not giving Crawford credit, they doing the same thing to Devin Haney. So you will be in Crawford's shoes real soon. That's what I was telling Bill. And Bill will agree, but will refuse to tell the truth on my show. And that's the sad part. That's the sad reality of boxing and everything. Not just boxing. You see, in Islam, we are taught that the biggest sin is to associate partners with Allah. You can't enter God's mercy without that. But once you enter God's mercy, if you believe that, then the minor disbelievers, even if they believe, are the ones that do things for the sake of others, not the sake of Allah. If you don't tell the truth, then you told Allah for the sake of others, instead of telling the truth for the sake of Allah. When I tell the truth, I'm not telling the truth so Crawford can like me or so he could do an interview. No, I'm telling the truth for God, for Allah, because I know he's going to judge me for that. And you should too. A smart man will always judge himself before God judges him solo dolo. Anyways, what will get someone like Devin Haney, like Bill Haney, to hide the truth from the public, to keep the truth a secret and tell a lie instead? If they believed that Crawford can move up 3 weight classes to beat Canelo, which both Devin and Bill predicted that Crawford was going to get the job done, then how the hell do you believe Canelo is pound for pound number 1 over Crawford after Canelo lost to Bivol and after Crawford beat Spence in the fight of the decade? It doesn't make sense. You see, it's one thing if you don't know, but it's another if you do know. We talking about Bill, the one that encouraged Crawford to move up all these weight classes to fight Canelo Alvarez. We talking about both of them. Devin and Bill picked Crawford to do that. They picked Crawford to move up 3 weight classes to beat Canelo, so they knew Crawford was better in all categories. That's why they did it. We're not talking about the same weight class. This is a fight where Crawford had to move up 3 weight classes, so he had to be at least 3 times better than Canelo to beat Canelo. And they knew that. But when they were asked time and time again who's pound for pound number 1, they did not say Crawford. The reason why Bill and Devin Haney said Canelo was pound for pound number 1 when they knew he wasn't was because they wanted to please the Canelo Alvarez fans and be liked by them instead of telling their truth to please Allah, to please God himself by saying that Crawford is pound for pound number 1. After all, that's what they believe. One of Allah's holy names is the truth. Allah commanded all of his servants, if your own father lied and your enemy told the truth and you are the judge, you are supposed to tell the truth and stand with your enemy in that subject. Why, if you may ask, is because Allah is the truth and he loves the truth. He commanded us to tell the truth, not tell a lie so we could be liked. So the Canelo fans who boo the shit out of me, they can like me for like 10 seconds. Devin knows better than that. When Devin saw Canelo for the first time and he was in awe, took a picture with him and everything, every time they showed Devin Haney's face, the arena booed him. Every time they showed Canelo face, the arena was cheering. So why would you want to be accepted by the fans that boo you instead of be accepted by the God that created you and kept blessing you till this day. Devin Haney didn't find that out until he got cheated by Ryan and saw how Canelo fans was defending Ryan for cheating him. All that Canelo was pound for pound #1 didn't help. They only like you for the moment. They like you for the dumb shit you say. They like you for lying for them. The love is not reciprocated because when Devin needed them, they turned against him. And they still boo him till this day. As you guys saw on Canelo versus Crawford fight, when they showed Devin Haney face, the entire arena showered Devin Haney with boos. Same way they showered Devin Haney with boos when he shook Canelo Alvarez's hand for the first time. They don't like you for who you are. Me, I tell the truth. You like it or you don't like it. That's your problem. That ain't my problem. My main and only intention is to please the Most High. Why would I want to please a fan that hate me anyway? It's damn if I do, damn if I don't with him. What sense does that make? But that's the time we living in. When you hear all these fighters on the coincidental list and you wonder why they never tell the truth, why they always follow an old media narrative when it's written against them. The reason why is because they want to be accepted. They want to be liked. That's the problem. They want to please the wrong one instead of the mighty one, the Most High Allah. That's the biggest problem in this world. Again, in Islam, you're supposed to do everything for the sake of Allah. If you donate some money, your left hand shouldn't know what your right hand gave. Why? It's because you don't want nobody looking anyways. So your intentions is not to show off. So your intentions is to do it for the sake of Allah. Now, if you know yourself, you could do it in front of others to motivate others. That's the only exception. But the point is, you have to do everything for the sake of Allah. And a lot of people lost the principle, which is to please the Creator, not to please the creation. With that being said, we all make mistakes. Nobody is perfect, obviously. And Devin, Shakur, a lot of fighters are still growing. They're going to make mistakes. I mean, you guys remember Shakur saying Fury will beat Ali. And he realized what he did was wrong. And you can see Shakur is a different person now. He even tried to correct his wrongdoing by stating that Ali will beat Usyk after Usyk beat Fury. I even seen Shakur call out the double standards to old media face, just like that. Likewise for Devin Haney. After Devin Haney got cheated by Ryan Garcia, he saw the bigger picture, which is why Devin Haney started telling the truth, that Crawford was going to beat Canelo Alvarez, regardless if he was going to piss off the Canelo Alvarez fans. I'm going to play all of the audio at the end of the video, but let me finish my point. One thing we don't believe in is karma. Karma is God's doing. God created karma. Every sin you make will come back to you in some type of way, shape, or form, either here or in the hereafter. You'd rather to be here. All the calamities you face is due to your own action, while every blessing you receive is due to God's action. So be aware. At the end of the day, there's nobody perfect. We can't be perfect. We're not angels. But the key is to strive for perfection. Do better every day. That's all. Do better than the last day. More importantly, repent with sincere intentions. With that being said, one of the most powerful weapons in the world is not a gun, is not a pistol, is not whatever. It's your tongue. So tell the truth to please God, not to please the people that hate you. You could never be on that type of time. Yeah, tell the truth when it comes to me, but you don't have to tell the truth when it comes to them. You can lie when it comes to them. It doesn't work that way. If you want people to tell the truth about you, then you got to tell the truth about others. You see, we all in agreement. If Devin Haney becomes pound for pound #1, like Crawford did freaking 7 years ago, you think old media is going to say Devin is pound for pound number one? You must be highly mistaken. But ask Crawford. Even if Crawford doesn't say, let's say Devin is pound for pound number one when he is, so what? You still got to tell the truth about him. Even if he lies about you. That's his sin. That's his mistake. Don't worry about him. That's what's obligated upon us from the Most High Allah. It's an obligation for all the Muslims. You see, there are 4 things you have to do if you want Allah to love you. One is to tell the truth. You tell the truth for the sake of Allah. You owe him that. Or I should say, you owe yourself that. With that being said, go ahead and drop your thoughts in the comment section below. Subscribe below. And to be continued on the next episode of Akhi, Akhi TV. Peace out. Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Bro, it's high on the pound for pound list. I got Crawford 1/2 behind Canelo, and I got Earl Spence like right after him. So, yeah.
So you have Canelo number 1, Crawford number 2, and Errol number 3?
Yeah, between Earl and Crawford, like it's like you can switch him out on any given day.
When it comes to Canelo Alvarez, you don't think the fact that he created and he was the pioneer of the franchise title, you don't think that stains his pound for pound status?
No, you gotta respect him. He became undisputed after that. He moving up again, another weight class. He won his first title at 147. Now he
154.
What did he fight Matthew Hatton at?
I think it was Ricky Hatton brother, Matthew Hatton. He was 147 pounder, but he moved up to 154 to fight Canelo for a vacant title at 154.
You can't, knock him. His resume speaks for itself. That's like me going up to 154. I mean, you got to respect it.
Yeah, you're right in the sense that Canelo Alvarez did become undisputed in the weakest division in boxing. But why do you think Canelo Alvarez turned down undisputed at 160 against Andrade for his biggest payday at the time, but he obviously fought for undisputed at 168? Why do you think he wasn't as interested, even though that's a goal that he set out for himself at 160?
Putting the fact that he's fighting in June aside, can you give me your thoughts about the possibility of a fight against Demetrius Andrade and the prospect of becoming the undisputed champion?
Sí, no, el que tenga el título, eso es lo que queremos el título, y pues obviamente ese es el objetivo, ¿no? Vamos a sentarnos con nuestro equipo a ver qué es lo que viene, pero el objetivo es ganar los 4 títulos en peso medio.
Yes, that's the goal. Look, whoever has the title, doesn't matter. Our goal is to unify all the belts, become the undisputed middleweight champion of the world.
I can't really say. I don't really remember too much of that time period. I can only speak now. I don't know. I think that Canelo is beating the best fighters in the world. Anybody that they put in front of him, he's beating, and you cannot take it away from him. No matter what you say, I mean, it's hard to take him away.
When it comes to Canelo Alvarez, you don't think getting tested positive for steroids, you don't think that stains his pound for pound status or his legacy as a whole in the sport of boxing?
I mean, when that comes up in any sport, they always look to discredit or, put that on your name. But at the end of the day, whenever that happened, whatever he's doing now, I'm sure he's doing Vlad or whatever the case may be, he's still beating the top fighters in the world. And I know that they tested him now. So it's a microscope on him, the testing, and he's still beating the best fighters. So you can't not take nothing away from him. He is the guy right now.
I try to stay away from the best pound for pound, with Canelo for the various reasons that everyone tends to say different things. Why he didn't fight this person, didn't fight that person. You know what I mean? But I'll just say that he is a good fighter, right? I look forward to seeing the fight. But when you talk about the pound for pound, I just kind of try to stay away from it.
So you don't rate him as number 1?
Well, I don't rate him 1, Crawford, Earl Spence, any of those guys. I tend to just kind of stay away from the talk about who's number 1. because it's a lot of other factors and circumstances that I'm not 100% privy of, and I just tend to stay away from it. That question.
Who do you believe is number one in the world?
Devin Haney.
Who's the most accomplished?
I'd have to give it some thought. You know what I'm saying?